at the president saying, let's not talk about Russia, let's talk about China, and throwing it out there again. I wonder, though, if you think Joe Biden is going to take the bait. Is he going to keep responding to outrageous Trump remarks that make the headlines?
Well, I think Biden, we know, can be an impetuous figure. He's had gaffes that have he's done off the cuff because he feels provoked or irritated by something. And so I think it would be easy for things to get under his skin. Now, he needs to be wary of that because that certainly just allows Trump to do what he likes to do best, which is to dominate the news cycle. Just by throwing these firebombs into the political conversation at regular intervals, he's the one who gets to be on the news all the time, often from the Oval Office. And Biden will always seem to be on the back foot if he's rising to take the bait. So he needs to be careful about that. What he needs to do is to figure out how to go on the offense instead of just playing defense and letting the agenda be dictated by his opponent. I mean, he has been showing some signs of that now. He's finally emerged from his lair in his basement in Delaware to go out to do some actual campaigning, giving speeches. He was in Wisconsin, where there was another horrible incident of a black man being killed at the hands of police, and giving a speech there hard on the heels of President Trump's own visit. He needs to do that in more battleground states as well, and not to be afraid to take it to Trump when circumstances call for it. So, for example, he finally did come out and say directly that Trump is a toxic presence who foments division in the country. You know, we need to hear more of those kinds of remarks from Biden to show that he is not the sleepy Joe that Trump likes to paint him as. That needs to be part of his political playbook.
Yasmin, do you think he's been driven onto Donald Trump's territory with this law and order thing? Because not only did he come out a week earlier than he planned to, which might suggest his campaign was rather spooked by the president, but his poll leaders now, and he's raising lots of money. I think he broke Obama's record for monthly fundraising, raising like $361 million in August. But that's all very well, but the polls are narrowing, things are tightening.
Are you asking me?
I am, Yasmin, yes.
Sorry. Yeah, and the interesting thing that's just happened, I think, in the last couple of days is The Atlantic in the USA did this absolutely brilliant article on how Trump totally disrespects and disdains the military, especially casualties of wars that the US embarked on or joined. And he has been quoted saying people who die in wars, including John McCain, who is hugely respected, are losers and suckers. And I think this is really emerging as a big thing now in the campaign, because you don't, in a country like America or anywhere else, show such contempt for the dead of wars. So there are all things happening that may make a difference, but he's like Idi Amin. I keep saying this. He knows how to win populist support and say outrageous things and win on those. So I am not sure that we're going to see the end of the Trump period for a very long time.
Now, that's a very intriguing prospect, Henry. And